What's up, everybody? This your boy Chi God, and the title of this particular 10-minute discussion is called Niiji Spirit Sciences. Let's get it. What are Niiji Spirit Sciences? The Niiji Spirit Sciences are basically all the spiritual systems that spun from Turtle Island, aka North America, as you know it today, also known as Mu. And so we're gonna get into them today. There are 7 spiritual systems that were born or that I've come across that were born from here. See what I'm saying? That comes out of our own indigenous Amurican system. See what I'm saying? So let's get it. All right. First thing first, do understand that the reason why most people can't find deities in America is because we didn't have deities in Turtle Island. They were spirits. They were personifications of what we call Wakanda, the first of the 7 spiritual systems I'm going to talk about. Wakanda. Wakanda, by the Omaha tribe, is known as the Great Spirit or the Great Force, right? The Great Force. And how we viewed these so-called statues and everything that we created, we didn't look at them as deities. We looked at them as aspects of the Great Spirit, also known as the Great Force. Spawning from the Great Spirit would be the next system, which is Animism. Animism is basically all the living intelligences that encompasses the natural world as it is interconnected with you and all the natural intelligences that live inside of you. See what I'm saying? That's what animism is about. Next is animatism. Animatism is your ability to manipulate the natural world with the Great Spirit, the Wakandan energy that lives within you. You see what I'm saying? That lives within you. So that's what you're seeing when you deal with the first 3. Wakanda, animism, and animatism. Those were the first 3 big energies for the American Niiji merge as our indigenous Muyan society continue to progress, right? Now let us continue. You also had Hoodoo. Now, Hoodoo was created when the invasion started. We needed a magical martial art. And so the homies down here and homies down here in southern Alabama got together in the Montgomery Mobile area to create Hoodoo. And it was designed to specifically fight off the invaders as they continued to attack us during the great wars that happened on our land. Matter of fact, Hoodoo was so powerful. The ring shouts were so powerful which is a technique in Hoodoo, was so powerful. Hoodoo is what triggered that magical energy is what triggered the Civil War. See what I'm saying? That's how powerful it was. Next on the list, you have the Jedi sciences or the Jedi sciences, also known as the Force, as y'all know it today in Star Wars. Same system, just in a mythology, but it was not a mythology here. The Jedi sciences come from Atlantis, one of the 5 nations that existed on our land. You had Atlantis, which was actually known as Atlantic Island, sunk in the Atlantic Ocean, as you well know. The other 4 nations were the Mississippian Nation, which is the southeast, the Iroquois Confederacy, which is the northeast, the Washita Empire, which was encompassed, or Wichita Empire, which encompassed Central America, and then you had the Khalifian Utalian Empire, which was a combination of the Blackfoot and all of those in Western America. You see what I'm saying? All the way out into what y'all call Lemuria, which was an extension of the Khalifian Utali Empire over here. That was all part of those two lands were part of our world, right? So the Jed sciences comes out of Atlantis. And the reason why we were so big on the force or manipulating the properties of the force, both the subtle aspects of it and the dynamic aspects of it. The reason why we were so gun-ho with it is because as children of the root energy, as children of the root chakra is not a quote-unquote spiritual chakra like the crown or the third eye chakras. It is a kinetic chakra. So the force, as you know it in Star Wars, we utilize a specific series of abilities, like they showcase to you in Star Wars, like Darth Vader and Darth Sidious. And these abilities, these chi abilities that you also know another word for the energy, from Asia, we will put these systems together and refine it into the Jed sciences. And later on, they will be called the Force in Star Wars. George Lucas wasn't tapping into nothing new. He was just bringing back something from the old world, which was the Jed teachings. See what I'm saying? After Atlantis sunk, then it went to Africa. Then those Jed sciences went to Africa and set up shop. You see what I'm saying? They exploded in the Nubian and the Cometian cultures, and they built a huge, beautiful culture around the Jed sciences. You see what I'm saying? And they even brought some of it back when they came over here during the Great Invasion. You see what I'm saying? And even before the Great Invasion over there. So yeah, let us continue. Next, so do know, we were masters of the kinetic arts as we were children of the root. And so we were masters of manipulating the force, the Wakandan energy. You see what I'm saying? Just know that. The next two deals with matters of how we operated with each other, and that would be the game and the ism. The game is the science of interrelationships. What is interrelationships? Interrelationships is basically how we connect with each other on a daily basis, because the game is the systemic interrelationships that's happening all day, every day, on all levels of society and even in nature, because we still have relationships with the animals and the plants and the elements as well. So that's what the game is, and we learned this game and passed this game on to help master our interrelationships as time went on. Finally, you have the ism. What is the ism? The ism is the way of royalty. And as a royal being, you unleash this supreme glow, this supreme presence that you would emanate from within your being, because we were royal beings here. We were the most royal out of everyone because as children of the root, we had to be an example for the rest of the world because everything started here, which led to a lot of our other kin, cousins, indigenous cousins across the planet coming over here learning from us with different skills and technique. That's where they learned the game, the ism, the royal ways, and they took it back to their cultures and did what they did with it. You see what I'm saying? Did what they did. We built beautiful cultures: Samaria, Kemet, Nubia, etc., etc. But Turtle Island has always been a melting pot of many different cultures, creeds, and religions and spiritual systems, because they will bring their sisters over here and show us what they learned after we gave them our game and our ism, and we would trade knowledge to build a interplanetary spiritual system. You see what I'm saying? So yes, and it was guided by the goddess Mu and the god Mungo. And the god is Mu and the god Mungu. Those were our two chief deities over here. You know, even though we didn't call them deities, they were spirits. So that's what the force is over here.